14 years old is when my dad starts getting sick, continues for like 2 years, and finally succumbs and died. 5 years later, my mom dies. That is after discovering that my dad had died of HIV. How did it affect you? It wasn't easy because we even had parents who would tell their children not to be around us. Then 10 years into the marriage, my husband is taking me to a work-related trip. We get into a grisly road accident. After 2 days of being in the coma, that is how he dies. Not one, not two, but 3 Bibles came from my house, not touched, not a flame. And yet we had lost everything. And I really don't like the "it is well." The "it is well" should come from the person. People should not be quick to tell people it is well, because it is not well. Yes, until I say it is well, it is not well. My grandmother told me one thing that saved me. That means,
have you ever wondered what would happen if you stopped doubting yourself and started trusting that quiet voice inside? Welcome to Louder Within podcast, where inner whispers become powerful breakthroughs. I'm your host, Faith Tindi. This is Louder Within, a space for clarity, courage, and empowerment. Welcome, Dorcas. Karibu sana. Welcome to Louder Within. We're happy to have you here. How are you feeling?
I'm excited to be doing this today. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for you inviting me to your podcast. Yeah, looking forward to it.
I've been really looking forward to this conversation. I've seen a couple of your interviews online. I've seen what you do online. And I was just interested to sit with you and just to know, like, who's Dorcas?
Who's Dorcas? Dorcas is a mother. Dorcas is a wife. Dorcas is a preacher, is a minister of the gospel. Dorcas is an author. Dorcas is
you carry so many titles with you. I'm interested when you say you're a minister, like you've gone to theology and you're preaching, or is it something that just comes to you naturally?
I'm a minister because God placed ministry in my heart by what as we go on, the circumstances that happen in my life. Just God placed ministry.
They took you there.
Me. Yeah. And God told me your story is not a story, is ministry. It's to reveal the grace and the goodness of God. And just to tell people, and tell people that you can go through suffering, you can go through much, but the same God restores. The same God is a God of again. He's a God of also. He's a God. Yeah.
Okay, before we get there and we get to where you're like, oh, your God has restored, and you've gone through like trauma, or you've gone through a very hard time in life. Let's just go back there and like in a not to go back to be in a space whereby you feel like you have to relive all the things that you've gone through, yet you've already gone through them to be where you are right now. But just to give us like context to where we are right now. So before you came to America, just give us like just a short
my journey. My journey.
Yes. Okay, to where you are right now.
Dorcas is a firstborn of 4 girls. And we were raised in Eastlands, in Bahati, if someone is familiar with Eastland. And we grew up, we were not in want because my dad worked in Kirinyaga Road. Alikuwa anafanya kazi. He used to sell spare parts. My mom used to work for City Council, subordinate staff.
Yes.
So we had what we needed. We had enough. And growing up in a house of girls only, and then at the age when I was 14 years old is when my dad starts getting sick, and he gets sick. Continues for like 2 years, and finally succumbs and died. And 5 years later, my mom dies. That is after discovering that my dad had died of HIV and my mom had HIV too. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So both of your parents died of HIV?
Yes, they did.
How is that like? Oh, it was really fully blown and
Full blown
they had
AIDS. Full blown AIDS.
wow. At such a young age and your parents dying of HIV, how did it affect you?
It wasn't easy because we even had parents who would tell their children not to be around us. Yeah, it was the era of stigmatization and discrimination, and it was not easy.
Oh my God.
Fingers were pointed at us, and it was not easy. And being the firstborn, I had to be the covering for my younger sisters. I was thrown into being an adult like really quick, really fast.
So where did you draw your strength from?
My mom was a very staunch Christian. I had been brought up in church, or rather we had been brought up in church. And our strength has come from just believing in the word of God and believing in God. I can only say that is where our strength came from. And we also learned to be each other's friend. We also learned to be each other's confidant. And we stood strong. We stood by each other. Yeah.
Did you guys go through like some form of counseling or just to navigate that space of, man, my parents have died with HIV. Here I am, there's stigma around. I can imagine those days whereby it felt like it's something like really wrong to really have HIV, and you being at that age, you're the firstborn, all this responsibility is bestowed upon you, and you're drawing your strength from God, and I understand that, and He works in miraculous ways. But I'm just trying to imagine, like, so there you are, right?
No counseling offered. It's Africa. So I'm talking about, my dad has been gone now, going to 30 years next year because it was in 1996. My mom has been gone for 26 years now. So that time even counseling had not been embraced, and like back home, counseling is not embraced as such. So you will just be told it is well, God will do it for you. And I really don't like the it is well. The it is well should come from the person. People should not be quick to tell people it is well because it is not well.
Yes.
Until I say it is well, it is not well.
Pole sana. So, like, how old were you when this happened?
Dad died when I was 16, Mom died when I was 21.
You're in high school?
Yes, I was in Form 3, and I had just cleared Form 4, maybe 3 years into life. Then Mom dies, and our youngest sister was 14 years. She was going to Form 1. So basically, she's my sister and my daughter.
And your daughter? Because you had to take care of her. Oh, that's so nice of you.
I took her through high school.
So going forward, like you're here, you're in high school, your parents have died. Did you manage to finish school? Like what happened? Like how did you navigate it out? You know?
Yes, I finished school. I finished Form 4. When my mom was still there, mom used to die like 4 years after I finished school.
Oh, okay.
But life was not easy. That's another. It's another story. It's another story. But my life is a movie. Yeah, it's another story because then a cousin of my dad comes to our house.
Yes.
He was supposedly born again, saying he had been sent by God to come rescue us, help my mom. He takes us, tells my mom to quit her job. My mom quits her job. We go to his place, only to realize he was a predator. He wanted to abuse all of us. He tried.
No.
Yes, he tried to rape all 3 of us. Yes.
Oh my God. Was he? Sorry, was he? Like, did you guys report him or?
Remember, he's an uncle and he's rich. He has money.
Yes.
And he
had money.
He had money.
Yeah.
And he's an uncle of ours. So there's that respect that he's our uncle. And at the same time, he's supposedly helping Mom out. it happened in different scenarios. I remember for me, one time I'm in the kitchen. I was like boiling water. That time the water system had a problem. I was boiling water in the morning to go to school. I'm in Form 4 to go to school. And I hear someone creep behind me, and he came, he held me, and he was pinning me to the wall. And I fought him. He closed my mouth. He was like, "I've always liked you." And it creeped me out.
Oh my God.
I fought my way out.
Oh my God.
Then my third born sister, the third one, Sonny, so her and him left to see a building that the wife's mom was doing, or they had a building, it was halfway done. Inside the halfway building is where he tried to molest my sister. My sister fought her way out. So come the second one, my second sister, Mokami, she's very vocal.
Yes.
So this time he tiptoes in the morning to go to the bedroom, to my sister's bedroom. So my sister is the one who screamed. And my mom we all came out and we found him. And of course, I was like, he tried to do the same to me. My sister's like, he's trying to do the same to me.
You guys didn't like hit him or something, like take something and hit him, like, like that's wrong.
I think we were young, and the fact that you're coming from a place that dad has just died and he's coming like the protector. You don't want to seem like the bad person. You don't want to seem like you're lying or something.
Was he providing?
He was providing. Yes, he was providing.
So you felt obligated not to do anything?
Yes. But he had his hidden agendas.
It is so sad that we come from a space whereby just because you feel obligated to somebody, you have to go through trauma and just to endure, like, that is sexual abuse.
It is.
This guy is supposed to be in.
It is, and he's respected in the whole family. The whole white family respects him. So there's no way you're coming out to be the one saying he's a bad person. So you live
so they don't believe that he does that.
You don't think anyone will believe you because he has saved you guys. He has come and rescued you guys. So how do you start tarnishing his name and saying he's all this?
He's all that.
So, yeah.
So he just went scot-free.
We never reported to the police. We never did. Now, when my sister screams is when my mom finds out, and it becomes like really chaotic. I remember my mom's too. At that time, my mom is sickly. Remember, she has HIV. She hasn't died then.
Yeah.
So she's sickly. She's weak. I remember her running towards a slasher, and he wanted like to slash him, and we held my mom down, and we moved from his place. Long story short, we left, and we had to move back to where we used to live before, where he had gotten us from. So we've gone there.
So you went back home.
We went back home in Bahati. So we gone, and my mom is jobless.
I'd rather you're there.
And mom is jobless. Remember, she left the job because he had said he's gonna provide.
He's gonna provide.
Yeah, but I thank God because there was then an uncle of ours, another one who used to be in the city council, and he put in a name for her and say she was going through depression and all. So they reinstate her. So she was reinstated.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and she went back to work. Yeah, and it wasn't, she wouldn't make much, but whatever she would make, at least would go into school fees. All the money she made would just go into paying school fees, because I remember at one time she had to resort to washing people's clothes to be able to feed us. So
oh my God,
it wasn't easy for her. Remember, she's sickly. She has 3 children because my sisters and I follow each other. It's one year. I'm born 79. My sister is born 80. The other one is born 82. So it's like back to back. So we're in high school.
No, really?
And so when we're in high school, we like that. So 3 of us are in high school. So it was not easy for Mama.
Oh my God. But I think God, she somehow like she managed to get school fees, and you guys went to school and at least made something for yourself. So what happens after she dies?
After Mom dies, she dies in 2001. And I keep saying we are fleeing from loneliness. We are fleeing from this world of being orphaned.
Yeah.
Because we all get married the same year. The 3 of us.
Did you plan? Did you get married to friends?
No. Actually, I'm the one who was actively, when Mom was alive, I was actively dating.
Yeah.
My two sisters. They were not actively dating, but I think they were friends with their partners. Yeah, but it so happened that the next year, the three of us all get married.
They're like, no, I mean, we are not taking this anymore. I mean, but quick question. Did you get married because you wanted to, or did you get married because you're looking for comfort?
I think a bit of both. Remember, I was dating, my husband was Alex. I was dating him.
You were dating him?
I was dating him even when Mom was there. I was dating him. And I think this being left alone also counted into, and the fact that my sisters got married before me. Actually, I'm the one who got married last. So when they found their partners and got married, I think even for me, it was...
You're like, you know what?
You were dating even before them. Also get married. I
just want to ask, your sisters right now, are they still with their partners?
My immediate sister is still with her husband.
No, because I'm just trying to imagine, like, just correct me if I'm wrong.
You wonder what mistakes made.
Yeah, like you're very young.
Yes.
You've not even developed, found yourself, know what you want. And then here you are, you're getting married because, I mean, life has happened. I'm trying to imagine from by the time your dad gets sick, your mom gets sick, I mean, they're dying, like you guys have gone through hell and back. So I'm just trying to imagine all that trauma, you're carrying it in life. You've not gone through any counseling. So you've not really digested what has happened to you in life and actually gone through it. And then here you are, you're getting into another relationship. So I'm just trying to think, is this genuine? Or I'm just looking for a landing ground? And if you are in that space, is it like, are you just conforming?
Yeah.
And after some time, are you still there? That's what I'm asking. Like, are they still with their partners?
Yeah.
Or
I get where you're coming from. Probably if circumstances were different, we probably wouldn't have gotten married that fast. So I get where you're coming from. And I stayed with my husband for 10 years.
Awesome.
Yeah, for 10 years. My immediate sister is still with the husband, lovely couple. Yeah, that's about 25 years later.
Okay.
The third born sister, they just got divorced with the husband, but after like 20 years.
Okay,
so it was a marriage.
It was, yes. It was not just for convenience.
No, it wasn't for convenience. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. So going forward now, okay, fine. You're married. You're here. What happens?
I get married, and God gives us two beautiful children, Kenna and Kama, in 2004.
Yeah.
Then 10 years into the marriage, my husband is taking me to a work-related trip. We were going to Tok, and on the road, we get into a grisly road accident.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm actually thought to be the worst hit because I'm the one who was not responding. But only to turn out that my husband had been, because he had a broken foot, it had broken 3 times.
Yeah.
And he was taken in for surgery. They did the wires, what they do to them. And he was on like he was on opioids. And when we went home after a week after the dose is over, we didn't sleep that night because he was complaining of a throbbing headache. We go to the hospital the next morning and they say maybe it's because of the shakeup of the accident and stuff. But they say they had to do an MRI, a scan, they do.
Yeah.
That's when they realize he has what they call a subdural hematoma. He had a ruptured vein.
Wow.
And blood was oozing from
his brain.
Yeah, and it had formed a clot, and the clot was pressing on the brain. That's why he was having the headaches, and it was an emergency surgery. He had to be taken in for surgery. So when they do the surgery, they say the brain reacted by swelling, and they have to induce him into a coma. They induced the coma, and after 2 days of being in the coma, it reacts by surging backwards, and that is fatal.
Wow.
Yeah, that is how he dies.
Wow, I'm so sorry about that. I hope you've gone through it. But just to help somebody who's lost a husband, how did you manage to go through that pain and actually smile. And just to say, Dorcas is always laughing. Dorcas, like, there's no day I've met you and you're not laughing. I don't know. What are you always laughing about? You're the happiest person I think I've ever met. And I'm just trying to imagine, like, what you've gone through, especially losing a husband at that young age. I mean, after thinking like, okay, fine, I'm here. This is my comfort zone. This is my space. And then you're losing that husband. How did you go through that pain and just, come out of it? And if you were to help somebody who's going through that, how do you do that? Like, what was your process like?
Yeah, my world crumbled under my feet when I lost my husband. As in, I couldn't believe after losing my parents. I thought I was running from being alone and getting married.
Yeah.
Now I lose the father of my children, and it was not easy. It was very, very tough. But God has given me this thing that I'd always look at the flip side. Whenever I would want to be crushed, whenever I thought about it, I would remind myself. And my second name is Waidera. So when I'm talking to myself, I will always call myself Waidera. I would say, Waidera, remember you were in the same vehicle. Yes, God saved you. You've heard of stories where a whole family perishes, parents perish and leave their parents. So whenever my heart would want to be defeated, I would have a reason to thank God and say, I survived it. So God has spared me to take care of my children. Remember, I'm an orphan. So I know it's not easy being an orphan. And my kids then, they were just 9 and 7 years. They were small children. So whenever my heart would get crushed, I would remember God saved me to take care of these children. So what I would want to tell the widow out there is that God has placed you there if you have kids to take care of the kids. And if you do not have kids, God has placed you there to take care of yourself, to show you that life can give you a second chance. As you go on, you will see that God gives me a second chance in marriage and in life. So I'll encourage you and say, take care of yourself, take care of those children if they're there. If you don't have kids, there's things that God has bestowed on you to take care of. Or my grandmother told me one thing that saved me. Everybody tells me, people told me different things. It is well, it was God's will. And like I said, I don't like that phrase, it is well. It is not well until I say it is well.
Yeah, because you're the one who's going through.
So when people come and tell you it is well, I would look at them and I'll be like, it is not well. And it is okay for it not to be well, you know? So my grandmother is the one who she gave me the game changer. She redeemed me from it, because I remember she came up to me, and I'll say it in my language and then I'll translate it. She came up to me and she told me, "Doga kwe iko kene." That means do not die a death that was not yours.
Oh,
yes,
that's profound.
Yes, that woke me up.
That's very profound.
That woke me up. So I would want to talk to a widow out there, to a person fighting grief. Don't die a death that is not yours. The death was for that person. Don't die a death that was not yours.
Not die a death that is not yours. That death it's not your time. It's not your space. So that's really, really profound. So that's the thing that's been carrying you all along.
Yes, that carried me. Anytime I would feel defeated, anytime I would look at my kid, anytime my heart would want to sing, I would remember and tell myself, whether I do not die a death that is not yours.
Oh my. Okay, so from there you move on, after your husband's death.
So this is 2012. And I'm thinking it cannot get harder than this. So he dies in 2012, and come 2015, I start getting sick.
Oh my.
Yes. It started with the bleeding.
Yes.
As the cycle goes for 4 days, I would go 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the whole month, stay with the bleeding. And then as the bleeding continues, I noticed that my skin color started changing. My skin color has never even gone back to...
Is this your skin color right now?
No. I was bright. I was lighter than this.
Oh.
Yes. My skin color never really came back to where it was. Yes. My you've got a tint. I've got a tint.
Yeah.
So I noticed that I was getting darker.
Mm.
And I could see the bulge on my tummy. I could see my stomach. Yes, I have a big tummy, but I started looking like I'm pregnant. I have photos to that effect I can share with you.
Sure.
So I started looking like I was pregnant, and I went to hospital and they started checking me out. There was misdiagnosis at first, and then finally I was sent to higher resolution scanning and the works. Finally, the results come out. And I'm told you have ovarian cancer.
No, Dorcas.
Yes. You do not want to hear the C word. And at that time, yeah. I remember I crashed to the floor. I thought about my children, and all I could see is my children being left by themselves. And I remember asking Ahmed,
I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied.
You're still there.
I'm tongue-tied.
Process it.
I'm trying to process. Here you are. You've lost your parents to HIV.
Yes.
You've really struggled to finish school.
Yes.
You've got married at a very young age. Sorry. You've got married at a very young age. You've lost your husband. And now you have a cancer.
Survived the accident, remember?
Oh, yes. Survived the accident. And now you're being diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
So how when you get this news, what goes through your mind?
I was like you. At that time, I remember I went to the bathroom and I crashed down to the floor. And my source has only been God. And I was asking God, I think when I really get deep there, I speak in my language because at that time I was speaking in Puyu.
Wow.
So that time, I remember I crashed on the floor and I was asking God, mudomoe. Meaning one person. I was just asking God, how can one person go through all this? One person. And at that moment, I would lie to you. At that moment, but as I was asking God, mudomoe, it comes to my mind and people are flashing in my mind, my sisters, my sons. It's like God is asking me, would you rather it was your sister? Would you rather it was your son? Would you rather it was your friend? Would you rather it was even your enemy? And I sit back and I tell God, if you feel I am still the one who is able to carry, then give me the strength, give me the grace to go through this. And I wash my face and I come out of
That's in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. And I wash my face, yeah. I go back to the doctor. He looks at me. He's like, where are we emotionally?
Yeah.
And I just tell him the next step. So he tells me the next step is surgery. Yeah.
Like, what stage were you in? Like,
so with ovarian cancer, they cannot be able to stage it. Remember, it's in the ovaries. It's inside. So you have to go do the surgery. After the surgery, when you're still open, they'll take you through the frozen section. Frozen section is like you're left frozen as they go to stage it.
So you're left open?
You're left open. They will go so that they can know the extent of the surgery.
Oh.
So now I had to go through surgery and then frozen section.
Yeah.
And then after frozen, there is where they will stage it. So with ovarian, next step is surgery.
Wow.
Then they will stage it there after surgery, frozen section.
So you can't know the extent. So it's just, you have ovarian cancer, just go for surgery.
You have to go for surgery.
Why did pain at one point?
No.
You are just bulging and changing color.
Yes. I was not in any pain.
Wow. So after how long do you go for surgery? Like what happens next?
It was in November 3rd. And interestingly, everything happens to me in November. I don't know if I told you that.
No.
Everything happens to me in November. I gave birth to my first child on 6th November. My second child on 23rd November. My husband died on 20 November. 20th November, I got diagnosed with cancer on 3rd November.
Okay, so what is it with November?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got diagnosed 3rd November. I really bless God because we had lost a friend earlier in the year to cancer.
Yeah.
And my sister comes up to me crying, and my sister's like, no, they won't touch you in Kenya. We saw what happened to our friend. So let's go to India. I'm like, we don't have any money. I had lost my job, but then I had lost, but we don't have money. I thank God because I called them angels. People came up and supported, and in no time. Actually, I was diagnosed like on a Tuesday. On a Sunday, the first fundraiser was done, and money was raised about 700,000. That's about 7,000 USD. Yeah, my friends was like, "Get on the flight. You be going to India. We will do the
We
second.
will do the rest.
We will do the second.
Oh my God,
fundraising
those
when
are
you're there."
angels.
Yes. So
Those are angels.
So I was diagnosed on that, and by the 14th, I was in India.
Yeah.
Yes, within like 11 days, I was in India. Yeah. And when I got to India, so when I was living in Kenya, they told me the tumor was on the left ovary. When I got to India, it was just 11 days. After doing the scan, they told me the tumor is so big, your ovaries cannot be identified separately.
No.
Yes.
So they had to take.
I don't know if it had grown within these 11 days or what. I don't know what had happened.
I'm sorry. Wow. So they do the surgery.
Yes. So they did what they call a total hysterectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, meaning they had to take out everything. They took off my uterus, my ovaries, my cervical mass. Yeah, they took out everything, and frozen section. It was borderline, so I was cancer free.
Awesome! Thank God.
Yes.
So now that was in
2015.
2015. Fast forward, now it's 2025, 10 years.
10 years.
Do you keep on checking, or how do you go about it? Like, just
The only
to make
thing
sure
that I
it
do,
doesn't
because
your car or anything?
I'm surgically menopausal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing is hormones. I have to have hormonal pills for hormonal balance.
Oh, okay. But generally, I thank God for that.
Yes.
I guess that's your strength. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone through it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to, I'm sitting here and I'm just trying to think. I'm even lost for words of what to tell you. Fast forward, you come to America. Like, how do you get yourself here?
Before this is like, I cannot miss to say that before coming to America. So this is 2015, 2016, when I think things cannot get any worse than this.
Yeah.
Number one, firstly, I was living with my grandma, who was like my mom, because remember our parents had died. So grandma, that was a blow also to us. And then 2016, from nowhere, we are seated in the house, and the neighbor's house catches fire. And as we're going out to scream for people to come help with the neighbor's house, the house is totally engulfed in the fire.
Oh, like your house also burns?
My house, it burns down more than where it started from, because where it started from is the bedroom. So the bedroom is the one that got burned.
Yeah.
All this fire came like waves, like a flood came in the house, and my house actually burned more than the house it had even
started the fire.
Yes. And one amazing thing I tell people, and that is where my ministry is born. One amazing thing that I tell people, not one, not two, but 3 Bibles came from my house, not touched, not aflame. And yet we had lost everything. Yeah. People think it is a story. It happened to me. And in that is when I had the Spirit of God. I had God tell me, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall remain. All is vanity. And God was telling me, I have left you with no parents, no husband, no health is challenged. I've only left you with my word.
So when you say God tells you, do you feel him? Do you hear him? Or like, how do you say God? Like, help me understand. Like, when
it's a manifestation of your thoughts, and you know these are not your thoughts. It's a manifestation. That is how you know God is speaking to you. Like that time, It's just that is not a verse I've even used to saying it. At that time when my house burns down, I just feel it in my spirit. I hear it in my head. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall remain, and this is what I leave to you. I hear it in my head. All is vanity, vanity of vanities. Yes.
Well, I've heard about Bibles not banning, Qurans not banning. I've never experienced it. Like, I'm just trying to think like it's one of those phenomena that I'd really love to know and see. I'm not wishing for my house to burn so that maybe my Bible can survive. But I'm just curious. When you said the Bibles didn't burn, they were in the house, right?
They were in the house.
So after the fire,
they were strategically placed. So the first, I know what you're asking. The first Bible was under the cabinet where the TV was. The TV had melted down. The TV had fallen. The cabinet had fallen. Somehow, the metal part of the cabinet is the one that covered the Bible, so that the wooden part burned, but the Bible was left intact. So when people are rummaging through the house, someone comes up and says, there's a Bible that is untouched. One Bible comes out. The next thing is that the other Bible was in my son's school bag. It was my son's school Bible. The books around it had burned. And somehow the Bible was in the middle. Fire didn't get to it.
No, nothing.
Nothing. I have the pictures I'll show you of the Bibles. The fire didn't get to it. The other, and we actually, when we did a Facebook post. We were doing it next to coins. I had the way someone put coins in the house.
Yeah.
I had put coins. I had like a big collection of coins. All those coins were burned. The fire was that bad. But the Bibles were not burned.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about the third Bible?
The third Bible was in my closet. Somehow, when the closet fell down and it burned, my clothes they all got they melted. You know the way the clothes melted, and like they covered the Bible. So when we were doing, we are taking the clothes. A Bible is inside again. 3 of them in the same house. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's when you say, see God. That's really, really amazing. That's a testimony. I'm glad that I'm sitting here with you, and this is somebody that I know that is telling me this thing happened, apart from just me seeing it all over. And I believe there is a reason why these things happened, and it's part of your convictions, as I say. Is this the reason why you go into ministry, or?
Yes.
How do you get yourself to that path?
After that, that is when I asked God, I soaked myself in prayer, and I was asking God, what do you want with me? As in, what message do you want with me? And the conviction was so ripe in me that this is not just a story. This is not just a sad story. You're supposed to speak this out. You're supposed to reveal who I am to people. Yeah. Because even after my house burns down, His grace was so sufficient on me. And at that point is where really God comes in, because I was tired of fundraisers being done for me. You can imagine how many fundraisers being done.
Ever since, I was tired. And we are a community of fundraisers. And I understand when you say you're tired of fundraiser, and I feel you, but I feel like you shouldn't feel that, because we come from a people who love each other and will always be there for each other. So I feel you, and the kind of like, it's always me, always me, always me. But did people come together and help you out after the fire? Because I can imagine you've lost everything.
This time I didn't even arrange for the fundraiser. But people from my church, they're the ones who arranged, and my friends also came and they gave. But this is one time I say I really saw God, because my friends went on Facebook, my sisters, they went on Facebook, they posted everything. And this is one time that I got 80% of the support from strangers. From people I didn't know, because people were writing my story on Facebook. She's been through this, and now we're here.
Yeah.
And I would get calls from people from here in the US, from Canada, from UK. I'll get phone calls, and people really supported me. And at that time, because already I'm feeling the Spirit of God is telling me I'm calling into ministry.
Yeah.
The story of Jonah, the story of Job is coming to me. And I'm saying, you know what, as a bunny come in, I'm going to buy everything. I'll buy better than what we had. Everything I'll buy better than what we had. And let me tell you, God is so faithful. And when you want to know God is faithful, you see by the words, by the things that are happening around you. As the money comes in, I rebuild my house. I start buying everything better than what was there. And after I have furnished my house, everything, the flow of money stops immediately.
No.
Yes.
I'm sorry. This feels like a fantasy kind of story.
Yes.
Like it's like a sci-fi. Somebody has just written a story and then I mean they're just having a big imagination. Come on.
Yes.
Okay, and when you say the money stops from there, were you not working at that
I
time?
wasn't working. We had lost my job in after just before going to India. I had just lost my job. Interesting story also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had lost my job. So yeah.
So you're saying God gave you just enough,
just what I need.
just what you needed.
Yeah. And
then from there, everybody stopped.
Because what my spirit was speaking to me.
Yeah.
Because I have to learn to trust on God, not to trust on people.
Yes.
Because at this point, remember, my trust is like going to people. My trust is on this money that is coming in.
Oh,
you have even stopped seeing God. You just saying, yes, you know you are a believer, but now you're seeing the money coming. But God has to remind you, your trust has to be in me. Your trust has to be in me. That's why when the children of Israelites, when they were going to Egypt, they would only get manna for the day. And I remember God replaying that to me, that you only get the manna for what you need at that point. But as for tomorrow, trust in me.
Your knowledge of the Bible and the way you quote it and the way you quote all these scriptures, they are so profound. I'm just tempted to ask, like, have you done theology? Are you doing it? Are you reading it? Or it's just from just going to church and, listening to the word, or maybe just doing it for yourself? I'm curious because, to be honest, fine. I remember growing up, we've read CRE, Christian Religious Education, and I don't think my knowledge of the Bible is that profound, And I go to church. I mean, I am there, I listen, I understand, I believe, but like the way you are quoting these Bible verses, I'm like, wow, girl, this is like,
I haven't done theology. I have not done theology. This is just from being brought up in church, being brought up in Sunday school, going to church, reading the Bible for myself.
We do that. We do that, but I don't think anyway. So that's, you say, from your house, Barney, that is where you get it's like your calling, right? I understand, most preachers, most pastors, they normally feel like, it's like they see like a light bulb, or you get like, that conviction to actually go into ministry. Is that what happens to you? Do you have like a revelation when you're sleeping or something, or rather, like, when do you know that this is the journey that I want to go through?
There's a question you had asked me, and that's the answer. Is when I started reading the Bible for myself, I'll get revelations. I would get revelation, as in my reading the Bible stopped being like a tradition, stopped being like a practice. I will be reading the Bible by myself. I'll be going, amen. Hallelujah. I just started getting revelation, and I started preaching from back home.
Wow.
Yeah, I started preaching.
Oh, from
back home.
Kenya.
From in Kenya. Actually, when I was coming to the US, everyone knew I was coming to begin a church here. But I come, this is a different place. It's a different place. You come and culture shock, and there are bills to be paid, there are things to be done.
So when do you come to America?
So I say, I keep saying, I must say this. God uses the list of the people I would have imagined. So, but there was my friend in Canada. And this friend of mine, we went to primary school together, or high school too together. So she calls me. She's an interesting girl.
Yeah.
She drinks a lot, and in her drunkenness, she calls me, and she tells me, "Kenya imekukata, Kenya imekukata."
No, she's in Canada.
Yeah. She actually tells me, "Come to Canada. Kenya does not want you. Come to Canada." And I felt it was like God telling me, Kenya is not where you're supposed to be. And at that point, I thought God wanted me to go to Canada. When all this is happening, my sister runs an organization for orphans.
Okay.
So there's a guy that comes to my sister and says there's a conference.
Sorry, what's the name of the organization?
Scars to Stars.
Guys, if you're listening, please, Scars to Stars. That's how it's in Kenya, right?
In Kenya, yeah.
We'll put the details down there. Please look it up. Help out. What does it do exactly?
Actually, Scars to Stars focuses on teen orphans because it's a baby of my sister, and because we were left as teenagers.
Yeah, so she's taken it from her own experience
because that is a group that is shunned. Because even as nobody, when it's small children, relatives will come up and
they'll be there,
But for us, everyone thought we are grown, but we were still children.
We're teenagers, I mean.
But they still need guidance. They still need a parent. We still needed that hand. So that was a gap that my sister realized was there. And it's for young adult orphans. So it's for orphans from 13 years to 21 years.
So what do they help them with? Just to guide them, or school fees?
Just guide to look for school fees for them. And mitigate even in CDF offices. Offices. I remember one time I used to work in a parliamentary office. One time these two brothers came to the office, and the office they're saying they can only do one child from from a household, and coming from an orphan family. I remember fighting for those children. Because I remember the way we were, because I was like, if you educate one and leave this other one,
for that. I mean,
where is it going?
Exactly.
I remember I made my boss see the sense in it, and I ended up paying for both of them. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. So, you're talking about your friend calling you drunk, and you're like,
I said, my God, did you just speak?
And after going through that, I would feel the same way.
I took the cue from there. And actually, it was heavy in my heart that Kenya is not the place for me. And I thought I was going to Canada because she's extended an invite for me.
Yes.
And through this organization, my sister's organization, is where this guy comes and there's a conference happening.
Okay.
There's a conference happening in the US. And
so from Stars to Scars, a guy like a guest?
No, he also runs an orphans. But for the toddlers, he also runs an organization for orphans.
Yes.
So he's the one who comes and tells my sister there's a conference happening in the US for orphans.
Yes.
And my sister, I and my sister had given the invite to come for the conference, and I go and I get my visa. And that's how I come to the US.
Did you struggle to get it?
No.
Just went and...
Yes. Just once.
God, once again.
Just once and up. So I got the visa.
Yeah.
And I came. And because of the struggles that I had gone through, and because of the situation that was back home, the threats... I sort of say them.
Of course. Oh my.
Yeah. And
so there you are. You got your visa. Did you fundraise for the?
No. I didn't fundraise for the
for the flight.
I didn't fundraise for the flight. I had a piece of land.
Oh.
So I told my sister, my immediate sister, I told her, hold to this certificate.
Yes.
Give me this money.
Oh, okay.
If all does not go, and if I don't refund this money, you can
keep the piece of land.
Yeah. So she gives me the money. That's how I made.
Then you got to her. Yeah. So you're here. Did you know anybody when you're coming, or you just
Yes, they there's
I
there's
don't
a
know.
girl I went to school with.
Yeah.
So she was living here in Seattle.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so the conference was in Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, but after the conference, so I came to Seattle and
Okay. Started life.
stayed live.
So how was it? How was your journey into adapting life in America?
They had
Your first few months.
they had this thing I had to do in life. It was hard.
Is it harder than losing your?
Yes, yes.
No,
Because
Dorcas.
remember, after all this, the only thing I was left with was my sons, and now I have to leave them. It was heartbreaking. It was heart-wrenching.
Oh my! So you leave them with your sister?
I lived them with the house girl.
Huh?
I lived them with the house girl.
So okay. You must have really trusted that husband.
Yeah, because she was with. I had stayed with her from when they were she came when they were 5 and 3 years.
Yeah.
So she was like a second.
And you left when they're
17 and 15.
Oh, okay.
So she had stayed with them for 10 years.
That she practically became family.
Yeah, she had stayed with them for 10 years. But
Yeah.
I was close with my kids. And actually, after their dad died, we became like best of friends. So I was very close to my children. Leaving them was heart-wrenching. Leaving them was the hardest thing that has ever
How did you
happened.
deal with that? Because I've sat. I personally have a personal story. I also left my son, and I understand where you're coming from. But from your own perspective, how did you deal with that pain of you've lost your husband, and then here you are, you're leaving your kids, and you're coming to America, and you're actually leaving them with a house help, regardless of whether they've been with the house help or not. Like, I'm just trying to imagine this is a situation whereby you're not even 100% if they'll be okay, but you still manage to come. So what was that drive that was like, what makes you come and just leave them? What gives you that strength, and like, how do you deal with that?
I'm already feeling like I'm not useful to them because I'm not working. I'm already feeling I'm not providing to them. I'm already feeling
seeing them.
Yes, I am seeing them struggle. So I am already seeing that it's like I'm becoming useless to my children. They love me with all of themselves.
Yeah.
But I am not coming through for them the way I should be coming through for them. And this is an opportunity that has come up.
Yeah.
And I need to do this for you guys. So I tell them that this is a generation changer. I just sit them down. I say, you have sacrificed. You have sacrificed being without me.
Yeah.
I have to sacrifice being without you. But we are doing this for our generations. We will change the story of our generation. And I remember at the airport, my youngest son crying. That time, the story of, it makes me tear even now. The story of UAE was so much how people are being mistreated and all. And he thought it's the same thing. I remember him telling me, "Oh, Mom, utaenda kuteswa."
You're going to become a household. Oh my God.
And he was crying. And I'm like, no, I'm going to the US. It's different. The US is not like in the UAE.
Yeah.
There's nobody there who's gonna treat me badly or anything like that. But at that time, my sons make a covenant with me and with God.
Oh.
Because I was like,
I'll get some tissue.
I'll get some too. My...
That's too much. Oh my God. Can I have some more, please?
I have one too. Thank you. Yeah.
So, thank you.
My sons make a covenant with me and with God. And I remember my eldest son telling me, because they had seen me off when I was going to India. And at that time, of course, I was going because I was sick. And they also really cried at that time because they didn't know if I was going to come back.
Oh, you're going to come back. I mean, they lost that. Oh my God.
Yes.
You finished.
They didn't know if I was going to come back or not. So they really cried at the airport. So even this time I'm coming to the US, they really cried. But I remember my son told me, "Mom, this is the last time we are seeing you off at an airport."
What?
He said, "Mom, this is the last time we are seeing you off at an airport."
Yeah.
He said, you will not come back.
That's your youngest.
My eldest. He said,
Oh, your eldest.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the last time. He was only 17.
Yeah.
He tells me, this is the last time we are seeing you off at an airport. We will never see you off again. I asked him, what do you mean? He told me, we are the ones coming to you.
Amen.
You will meet us at the airport, but we are not going to see you off. And Faith, let me tell you, that helped me. Even when I wanted to go back home, I would tell myself,
my sons are coming.
I will not go. They will not have to see me off again. My sons are coming. That is, it was a Rema word. It was a Rema word, and I saw it. I saw it hold me strong. Yeah.
Wow.
So they made a covenant with God, and I come, and within 4 months, I met this guy.
Oh.
This guy is a God answer.
Yeah.
I met this guy.
Yeah.
And he's smitten.
He sees you and like,
yes, he's
chatting.
Yes, he's smitten. And we start dating. And come
within 4 months of coming.
I came here in May.
Yeah.
So this is September. I met him. We dated in February after like 5, this October, November, December, January.
Yeah.
Like after 5 months, he proposed to me.
5 months down the line. You really have good luck of marriage. No, I've had people say it's really hard out here. You know, the market is saturated. Or no, actually, it's not saturated. It's really hard here. But you really had luck with marriages. I mean, come on.
My case is,
what's the trick?
My case is different. I'm not everyone else.
Okay.
I'm saying that jokingly, but that is what you should stand. Whoever is watching me, that should be your prayer. Your case is different. Stop looking at everyone else. Stop looking at the saturated market. Just stand and say, my case is different.
My case is different. Anyway, so you come 5 months down the line, you meet this guy.
He proposes in February. We were supposed to get married in May. COVID hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then the marriage did happen. I say, devil, you are a liar.
And then you will not have me.
Yeah. After some point, they opened it up. They say you can have a small wedding. So come August, to get married. And guess what? During my marriage, my photographer did not turn up. And one fake TD becomes the photographer.
Just to say, I didn't know. I was also invited, like, you know, one of those guests who show up to
+1.
Yeah, I was a +1. And I was like, oh, okay, we are going to a wedding in Vashon Island. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, fine, cool. So I love photography. So I have my camera and you're there. And I get there and I was like, oh, there's no photographer. I was like, say no more. That's where I met Dorcas.
Yes.
Oh, is that a happy soul? I mean, that was a nice day. I really had so much fun. And your husband is amazing. He's an amazing one. And you can see the love between the two of you. And like you say, if it was destined, it was destined. And I'm happy that he makes you that happy. And I guess maybe that's where part of your smile is coming from. And I'm so glad you're so happy and you met a nice guy who loves you for you, who's wiping down your tears. So happy for you, girl.
But to correct you, I have always been a happy soul. It's not even back.
Even part of it.
Yeah. Oh, part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even back home, I'm known. One time I remember there's a friend, we call her HM. She used to be the headmistress for my sisters. Yeah. She came up to me and told me, are you sure this smile does not hide? Is not what you used to hide what you have gone through? I said, no, it's just a gift.
Yeah. You remember when we started, I asked you, like, how do you get to laugh and laugh and laugh? You're always laughing. Like, it's so radiant in you. Like, when you, it's really, you know, the way you say it's, whenever somebody's just next to you, we'll just laugh. I mean, it's a good, it is. It is. And that's a good thing.
It's a gift, I think. It's a gift, I believe. It's a gift God has put in me. And my happiness is like really genuine. Very, very genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a gift that God has.
That is so nice.
So I meet Jason in November 2020. I mean, no, August 2020. I become Mrs. Cook.
Dr. Stipper. Awesome.
I became Mrs. Cooper. I bless God for him. An amazing, amazing soul. And you had asked me how my boys get to come here. Because when he marries me, he files. He files for my permanent residency. And for my sons at the same time. It took some time because it took almost 4 years. For my sons to be here. I bless God last year, August. Kenna and Kama, majestic. They did not see me off. I met them at the airport.
For those who don't know what your sons' names mean, can you just elaborate and tell us why you decided to name them Kenna and Kama?
My sons' name are both prophetic because Kenna means happy in my language. And it's because I had struggled with pregnancy. I thought I wouldn't get pregnant. So when I got pregnant with him, and I mean, he brought so much happiness to us. And that's how we decided to call him Happy. And then I had been told I have an inverted cervix that needs a procedure. And I was on birth control pills and all. And within no time, I get pregnant again. I don't even know until I'm 4 months pregnant. I'm scared that my baby might have some deformities because I was on pills and stuff. My baby comes out. He is so handsome. And I tell God, this is my miracle. And for those who know the story in Kenya, it was 204 when the story of their ministries, they had the miracle babies. So I would tell God, I want my miracle baby. Not like
my genuine miracle.
My genuine miracle baby. And I called him Miracle. So it's Miracle in Kikuyu. So his name is Kiama.
So 4 years down the line, your sons are here. Your family is reunited. What do you draw from all that?
That he's God of again. That he's God of also, I can also do this. That he is God who restores. That he is God who has every good thought for us. That he knew from the beginning what was happening. That his will is good and perfect for us.
Awesome. I'm so happy. Dorcas is also an author. She's written 2 books. The first one, could you take us through your books? Where can we find them? What are they about?
This is when they're coming onto Amazon. You will find them soon on Amazon. My first book is called In the Potter's Hands. That's before I came to the US. That is all, it's my biography, my memoir, what happens to me. It's encouraging.
Awesome.
And then my second book crowns it all to where I am today. My second book is called The Altar of My Ashes.
Oh, that's a lovely title.
So God can turn those ashes into an altar to give people life, to restore people. I have seen God do that. So as I'm finishing my story is that my sons came and within no time, my eldest son has joined the US Marine.
Oh, nice.
He's in the Marine Corps, so I am a Marine mom. The other one is a nursing assistant, but he's also looking to join the Air Force.
Okay.
And God crowned me with a husband that loves me, with parents that love me. And I'm here to tell someone today that after the suffering, after you have gone through all that you have got, trust God, there's a trophy. All you have to do is hold on to faith. All you have to do is trust. And at times the faith can be survival faith. But the survival faith turns to unshakable faith. I have seen God do that to me.
I mean, coming after going through all that, I totally believe you. This takes me back to your ministry. Have you started your ministry already? Is it in the foreground, or where are you in that journey?
I have started ministry.
Okay, you have
I
a
am.
church already?
It's not my baby. It's not my church.
Okay.
But I have a church. They have seen what is in me.
Mhm.
They have seen the call that is in me.
Yeah.
So I preach there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm preaching this Sunday.
So if somebody wants to come and listen, what's the name of the church? Where is it?
It's
Do you
in
mind
Kent.
just telling you?
Yeah. It's in Kent. It's called CFC Christ Fellowship Church. We'll put the address. Maybe I can give you the address later.
Mm-hmm.
Join us coming Sunday. I'll be ministering. It's going to be a blessed time. I have a powerful word for you from God.
Yeah.
And we will be blessed together. And I believe God has put for me the spirit of restoration, deliverance, and He has to take you through things so that you can be able to speak a word on someone. And God has really taken me through that. And how I know my story is not just a story, it's a ministry, is because every time I share my story with people, I see faith reignited. I see restoration. I see deliverance. I see people hope coming back to life. So I know it's not just a story, it's a ministry.
That is so nice, Dorcas. It's so nice of you to come here and share your profound story with us. And before we conclude our session, like quick fire, if you're to talk about purpose in life and you're talking to somebody who's really trying to find their voice, who's suffered maybe beyond because everybody's journey is different. You know, somebody might be listening to you and they're like, oh my God, if you knew what I've gone through. But I'm not saying that you've not gone through, you've really gone through a really hard time. Not so many people have passed through what you've passed through, and you've come out victorious. So when you talk about purpose, how can you define purpose to you where you are right now?
So at times the pain can throw you into purpose. My pain has thrown me into purpose. So if I was to encourage someone else, and like you said, I never minimize anyone's journey. All of us, we have a story. All of us, we have something you have gone through. So the journey you're journeying, you must journey it with grace. And if you're a Christian like me, you must journey it with God. You must have the faith to go through it. And it is going through it, not around it. It is going through it. And when you go through it, knock until something happens. The Bible says, knock and the door shall be open for you. Knock until something happens. So your faith has to be persistent. That is what has kept me. We persist. I never let go. In the Bible, we know the story of Jacob, who does not let go of the angel until even his hip is broken. If it comes to that, something breaking, so there have to be breaking for there to be a breakthrough. Yes, they have to be breaking for there to be a breakthrough.
I know you believe, and that's where you draw your strength from. But I have to ask you, do you believe in therapy?
Yes, I do. I am a counselor by profession. I studied counselors in Kenya School of Professional Counselors, KSPC.
Oh, nice.
So for me to study that is because I believe in counseling. Because at times we need to be jolted back to it. Because in counseling, the counselor never has answers. The answers are within you. As a counselor, what I do is I try to bring you to realize that you have the answers within you. I believe in counseling because mental health is real. Yes, mental health is real, and we need that support. I totally believe in that support.
Yeah, I'm asking because there are people who don't believe in God, for example, but I've always been an advocate of somebody, even if you don't believe in God, believe in something. You know, there has to be something. You just can't just exist, you know. So for somebody like that who maybe believes maybe therapy is what works for me, like what would you tell them?
Go for therapy. Go for therapy.
Do therapy and that.
Go for therapy because you need help.
Yeah.
Like I said, mental health is real. Yeah, it is real. Not everyone is able to handle whatever you're going through. You think it's small, but not everyone is able to handle it. And if you cannot handle, seek help. Go for help.
That's nice. That's awesome. That's really profound. Guys, here you have it. We're with Dorcas Cooper right now. I love your name. It has a really good written to it. Dorcas Cooper has gone through a very hard time in life. She's lost her parents through HIV, which is gone through stigma, got married at a very young age, lost her husband, lost her house in fire, health, got diagnosed with cancer, went through it, came to America, and is now in ministry. She's an author. She has her kids here with her, and she's just gone through round. You've just gone, like, I just say, you've just gone through hell and back. Thank you for joining us today. Just a parting shot for our viewers.
God can turn the ashes into an altar of purpose. Yeah.
That's it. God can turn, and just to believe.
God can turn the ashes into the altar of purpose. I'm a believer in God. So even for you who is not a believer, I am telling you, come to God, and you will see what He does to people. You know, I have been through hell and back, and I have seen God restore me. I have gone through suffering, and I am going through restoration. I am going through.
Do you feel like you're in a space whereby you're happy right now? You're settled, like you've gone through whatever you've gone through, or do you feel like you're still a work in progress?
I'm still work in progress. I am still work in progress. I cannot say I am there, but now we're done with the suffering bit. Now it's just going, it's restoration and going up. I'm seeing God working miracles one after the other in my life. For the last 6 years, even from when I came here, I cannot sit down and say that I have had a tragedy like I have had before. So I have seen my life growing from one glory to the next, from one glory to the next. That's why I'm saying I cannot say I am there. I am work in progress. Yes, I am work in progress. And I believe I'll still be work in progress.
Yeah.
I don't think we really get there. I don't think we really get there.
Yeah.
I am at a happy place. My heart is at peace. My soul is at peace.
Yeah.
And I am believing God for the next phase and the next phase and the next phase. Look out in Amazon. My book is coming out. So it's in publishing. The Altar of My Ashes is going to be a life change.
It's going to be an amazing book. You call it the Ashes of?
The Altar of My Ashes.
Oh, the Altar of My Ashes. That's nice. So, Dorcas, apart from just believing in God and just having that conviction that He's restoring and just you changing your life, what else do you do just for your own mental health and just to keep healthy and just to go through whatever you've gone through? Like, what else do you do just to help you get to that space where by now you feel, I've dealt with my trauma and I'm moving on?
I talk a lot.
Oh yeah.
I talk a lot. I'm those people may or may not die with something inside me.
Yeah.
Yes. As in, I will find therapy even to someone who's not,
you don't even know that.
Yes. As long as I pour it out. So it helps. It helps. Talking helps. So if you're there, you're struggling, don't keep things to yourself. They say a problem shared is a problem halved.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So don't keep things to yourself. I don't. I don't keep things to yourself. I bless God for my husband. He's a friend also. I talk to him. I talk to my colleagues. I talk. So it helps me. It helps.
Okay.
It's therapy in itself.
Yeah.
I can't say that I have seen a counselor per se to go for therapy. No.
Yeah.
Even just talking is therapy. But just be careful who you're telling and what you're telling them. You will tell people things.
Yeah.
They run with them and probably backstab you with them, blackmail you with them. So just be careful of who you're talking to. But it helps to talk. Just find your confidant. Find your confidant. I was talking to my friend the other day and I was saying, we need to have the Jesus model of friend, the Jesus model. The Jesus of model of friends is that Jesus had the one disciple called the beloved John that was closest to him. Yeah, he had the 3. That is, he had the 3, then he had the 12 disciples, then he had the 72. So have your 1, have your 3, have your 12, and know what 72, and have your 72. Naked is anyone else. But have your 1, have your 3. Yeah. So and then they can be your therapists.
I'm being told our time was run out. I can't believe we've been talking for now close to 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. For everybody who's watching, thank you very much. This is a story of ashes to divine purpose. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. She has an awesome book coming out. Actually, 2 also. The other one you said they're all coming on Amazon. Yeah. Please buy the books. We're gonna put all the links. Asante sana, karibu. Thank you for coming and thank you for being with us.
Asante sana.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye.